Let me begin by reiterating our strong and continued cooperation with this Council and the United Nations mandated human rights system in keeping with our Constitution and our international obligations voluntarily undertaken. We reject the proposal for any external initiatives purportedly established by Resolution 46/1, while domestic processes are vigorously addressing the relevant matters. This will polarize our society as we experienced with Resolution 30/1. The Council must adhere to its founding principles. External initiatives embarked upon without the cooperation of the country concerned cannot achieve their stated goals and will be subject to politicization. The resources expended on this initiative are unwarranted, especially when they are urgently needed for humanitarian and other constructive purposes in many parts of the world.
Addressing the session, the Foreign Minister also pledged to hold the Provincial Council elections in the country at the earliest.
We held firm to our democratic traditions, and elections were held at regular intervals with high levels of voter participation, most recently at the 2019 presidential and 2020 parliamentary polls. The government is committed to holding the Provincial Council elections at the earliest.
He also spoke about the steps taken with regard to the Prevention of Terrorism Act.
A cabinet subcommittee was appointed to revisit the PTA and to bring it in line with international norms and best practices. A report will be submitted to the Cabinet of Ministers at the end of this month. An advisory board was appointed to look into cases of detention under the PTA and to make recommendations to deal with such cases expeditiously. Speedy disposal of cases under the PTA is also taking place. A commission of inquiry headed by a sitting judge of the Supreme Court was established to address issues on accountability and missing persons and to revisit recommendations by previous commissions. The COI submitted its interim report to the President. The final report will be submitted within the next 6 months. We are maintaining vigorous engagement with civil society to obtain their insights and to harness their support in achieving reconciliation and development.
He went on to speak about the investigations into the 2019 April 21st attacks.
Sri Lanka continues to investigate and prosecute the perpetrators of the appalling terrorist attack on Easter Sunday in 2019, complying with due process of law in all respects. As always, we will remain vigilant in combating terrorism and protecting Sri Lankans of all religions.
The Foreign Minister said Sri Lanka is committed to achieving tangible progress on issues relating to accountability, reconciliation, human rights, peace and sustainable development.
Under the current and pressing challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, we consider it a basic duty of a government to ensure the uninterrupted supply of commodities essential to the life of the community. We are open in acknowledging our challenges, and as a responsible and democratic government, we are committed to achieving tangible progress on the entire range of issues relating to accountability, reconciliation, human rights, peace, and sustainable development.